நேராக போய் ஆஃபீஸில் போய் கேட்டால் அவங்களே நிறைய பண்ணுவாங்க. நேராக பண்ணி இது மாதிரி ஒரு மாதிரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் பண்ண அதிகம் உண்டு.
Sir, wait, sir.
This wonderful curriculum for all of us, and of course, the man who has given us all this to do his workshop, Sri Ramesh Prasad, the managing director of the Prasad. We are still waiting for Mr. Mohan Raman. He is on his way from the maddening traffic in Chennai, and I'm sure that he will make it very soon. It's been possible for us to conduct these workshops for 3 consecutive years. He was one of the first people in the film industry to understand the importance of preserving our film heritage. And unfortunately, he could not make it today. We will surely miss him. We are fortunate to get the support of Tata Trust, Deepika Surachi, the head of Arts and Culture. I would like to read out a statement from the Tata Trust. The Tata Trust are happy to support this film preservation workshop. The first
photographer. Sir.
And for his work in researching, publishing, teaching and laying down the guidelines, the Foundation is delighted to present the Outstanding Achievement Award to Vic Newland. I would request Shri MANIRATNAM.ji to present. Before I ask Maria, is a dream that should move from real to reality and needs the combined efforts of those within and on the margins of the film industry. Thank you, Deepika. When we announced the workshop in 2016 that our next film preservation and restoration workshop would be in Chennai, many people asked us why. If you have walked around the campus today and seen the many beautiful film stills that have been put all over, I think the question should remain, why didn't we think of doing this earlier in Chennai? The images that you see around you today are from some of the greatest films and actors that India has produced, but who are in danger of being forgotten, as most of these films are either lost or in danger of extinction. I must also mention that the venue of the workshop has a special place in India's cinematic history. We are on the premise of the legendary Prasad Film Studios, established by one of the pioneers of Indian cinema, L.V. Prasad, who acted and directed and produced many classic Indian films. Sir Rameshji, I'm still looking for Alamara, where I want to see L.V. Prasad performing in that film. That was the beginning of the talkie, and we are still looking for it. When we walk through his doors and down his hallways, and you look at it, we are truly privileged to have with us the son of the legendary L.V. Prasad, Shri Ramesh Prasad, who's carrying on his father's legacy, founding the Prasad Film Lab. We are in the presence of history today. Many are not aware, even in India, that the Madras film industry was the cradle of the South Indian film industry that numbered many pioneers like Nataraj Mudalia, L.V. Prasad, A.V. Mayappan, S.S. Vasan, Nagireddy, Chakrapani, who laid the foundation of the renowned Madras Studios, India Film Company, Prasad, AVM, Gemini, Vijay Bahadur. This is the land of continuous luminaries and superstars. K. Subramanian, T.R. Mahalingam, NKT, N.S. Krishnan, Karunanidhi, MGR, Shivaji Ganeshan, Bhanumati, Vijayanti Mala, Saroja Devi, Savitri, K.R. Vijaya, M.S. Subbalakshmi, Jayaladita, K. Balachandran, Balu Mahendra, Kamala Singh, Rajnikantji. The list is endless and goes on to the present day. We have some legendary names on the stage today. Sri MANIRATNAM, whose name will be etched on the pages of Indian film history. But history can only be written if we preserve our film heritage. And sadly, very little remains, not just of the Tamil film heritage, but the entire gamut of the South Indian regional films, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, representing a rich and diverse film legacy. Only one silent film remains of the South Indian film history, and that also Martand Varma, which is a Malayalam silent film. We have lost all 124 silent films made in Tamil industry and 38 documentaries. We have lost all. And we don't have to go back so back. Many films dating from the 80s to the contemporary times are lost. I'm sure if you ask Mani sir, they'll tell you that they've lost their films. Today, the South Indian film industry, which produces 60% of the output of India's film production, and given the fact that we are the largest film producing nation in the world, we're talking about 100 films a year, but who's thinking about the future? This should be declared a national cultural emergency. For the people who are sitting in the stage today are artists, and the work they create is art. Film is an art form that deserves to be preserved and restored as much as any monument or painting. This workshop represents Film Heritage Foundation's continued commitment to spreading awareness about the urgency of preserving our film heritage, as well as training future film archivists, and restore very special thanks to one man who stood with me, Mohan Krishnan. Please thank him for joining. We extend our sincere gratitude to our brand ambassador, Shri Amitji, who's been following us and asking us every step we take, and our advisor Jay Bachchan for their unstinting support. Mr. Bachchan could not be here today, but he has sent a statement of support, and I'd like to read that. The moment has come when we have to treat every last moving image as reverently and respectfully as the oldest book in the library. After all, like books, films have the ability to tell us who we are. Need of the hour, efforts to preserve and restore celluloid is commendable indeed. Please accept my sincere applause on the workshop being organized for the third year in succession. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my entire FHF team. Shloka, Zara, Dinesh, Jain, Praveen, Prasad, Kamlesh, Prashant, who have put in long hours for months to ensure this workshop runs smoothly and is as successful as our two earlier workshops. And thank you, our volunteers, Riya, Abhilash, Ranit, Ram, Sachin.
So nothing much I can add except to say that we are there for the industry, cinema. Whatever you want, whatever new things you require, we are there to understand and support you. We welcome, we want to remain there, what my father designed, continue to serve the future creative filmmakers. Now I also understand students for workshop, they have come from all over the country. Very good, very nice to hear that. And I hope you will have very good time in terms money you spend or whatever time you spend worthwhile. I do not know whether I can claim that you have all the best of facilities, but we are still trying in that also. We have a film school here. We are also trying to improve upon it from time to time. So this all goes to remember my father, because he never wanted us to do anything else but cinema. So a lot of my friends are here for a number of years. Rajan Singh Bobby is here from Bangalore, and so many. We have been seeing them wonderfully going forward with making the films. So continuing to be part of Indian cinema. Thank you, Jack.
Part of filmmakers that films have to be preserved. Two, the extraordinary high cost of preserving these films for a person who is not heavily into film production. He may be a one-off producer or a man who made 2 films or 3 films. But he goes. He packs his bag and goes back to his village, leaving his prints in a lab, which after a while closes down and throws all the films out. What is the answer? Is the answer the National Film Archives in Pune? It should be. But is it? Recently read a report about how films were stored in gunny bags and thrown in various places in Pune. I was so disturbed because there are 3 films in Pune which are of historical significance to Tamil-speaking population. The first is the first film of M.K. Tyagaraja Bhagavathar and the first film of K. Subramaniam as a director called Pavalakudi. Film Archives Pune alone has a print. The second, the only record of an actress called T.P. Rajalakshmi, who was the first feature film director of India, lady feature film director of India, not South India, India. She was the heroine, she was the producer, she was the director, she was also this thing, and she was called the Cinema Rani. Her film is available, Madurai Veeran, not the Madurai Veeran made by MGR. There are several other lovely old films available there. I was hoping that they are not the ones which have been stored so brilliantly in gunny bags and cans all open everywhere. Some photographs came, I was so disturbed. So gentlemen of the press and my friends and the 52 students out here.
And on behalf of our entire community, I want to thank Shivendra for this much needed effort in India. I think cinema is the new art form. It's somewhere it encompasses several other art forms, whether it's music, drama, theatre, folk art, everything into one. And especially in India, it being a new form, we went about it like a kid in the candy store. We just went about producing number of them, and we are, a lot of times we boast that we make the most number of moving films in the world, but we also happen to be the people who lose the most number of moving films in the world. We lose them as fast as we make them. And this, like Mohan was mentioning, was due to quite a few reasons, but the most important reason was that we didn't know how to preserve it. We didn't know. We just assumed that it would be there. It was the lack of knowledge, the lack of technology, the lack of awareness, and I don't know if it is of any consolation to know that the rest of the world is also losing its film heritage, but we need to preserve ours, and we need to restore them to the original vision with which it was made, and not just update it, but bring it back as they saw it then. Mohan is a historian, film historian, and he looks at films as from his perspective of wanting to see Gemini Circle how it was then, and wanting to see the beach. But I think films show a little more than that. I think it is a social document, but it's not only the topography, it is about the people. It's about us at various points of time, and it's about our minds more than anything. It's about the filmmaker's mind. When I see a race film today, and when it's restored and I see it, I'm able to connect to it completely. It is not an old film to me, it is something which I can connect to the mind of the man who made the film. And I think that is what is crucial in restoring, And I'm so thankful that you brought this faculty here, and I thank each one of you for coming here, for helping us to learn how to hold on to it, because it will keep everything that we have produced, every mind that has made a film, connected to the future. So I thank each one of you. I hope the students who learn, actually practice and actually help us. I think you are our saviors for tomorrow. I think all the students who are going to be learning here from these gentlemen, all the films that we have made will be in your hands, and if the original vision can be retained as far as possible, it'd be fantastic. Thank you.